It's 13th December 2024. Good morning. Welcome to the Starr Breakfast News. Coming up this morning, President-elect John Dramani Mahama vows to investigate deaths that occurred during recent elections in the country. Also coming up, security analyst urges Electoral Commission to use modern technology for election results to prevent post-election violence. And later, Majority Leader Penyo Markin vows to ensure collation of outstanding seats in the Eastern region go in favor of the NPP as he accuses the NDC of frustrating the process. We've got details of these stories coming up shortly, but first, let's remind you of our affiliates across the country.
Starr News is coming to you live on Ultimate 106.9 FM in Kumasi, Empire 102.7 FM in Takrady, Zeps 95.9 FM in Zebila, Nissim 100.1 FM in Lamshao, My Star Radio in the USA. Also live on Facebook on Starr 103.5 FM and on starfm.com.gh around the world. This is Starr 103.5 FM. Starr News. Informed, in depth, in touch.
I am Nurain Abbas. Many thanks for accompanying us this morning. Now, President-elect John Dramani Mahama has announced the incoming NDC administration's intention to investigate the deaths that occurred during the recent elections. This follows the deaths of two and an injury to others at Kasoa in the Ewutu Senya East and Nyakwara in the Tolong constituencies. Now, speaking during a courtesy call from the EU in Ghana, President Mahama stressed the importance of accountability and transparency, calling for a thorough inquiry to determine the causes of the fatalities to ensure justice for the victims and their families.
President Mahama continues to receive a variety of groups and organizations, both domestic and international, following his electoral victory in the recently held presidential and parliamentary elections. The first to call on him at his residence on Thursday was a delegation from the European Union led by the EU ambassador to Ghana, Aichad Rosali, who affirmed the importance of deepening bilateral ties for mutual benefit.
Our motto is jobs. Yes. And the context is, I would say, self-explanatory. We have increased as well on many new horizons, including security, given the regional circumstances. We will be really happy to present you with details of that. We have engaged on very important flagship as well in terms of vaccines, because we wanted to break the cycle of Africa importing and being dependent on external vaccine and medicines, and Ghana is on the verge of being a major hub.
The President-elect, John Dramani Mahama, expressed his gratitude to the EU for their technical support during the election process. He also vowed that the incoming NDC administration would investigate the deaths recorded during the elections and punish those responsible if the current government fails to do so before leaving office.
We are happy about the smooth and successful election we had. Unfortunately, there were a few incidents that have murdered, a few deaths, and it is our intention to investigate, what led to the deaths of those people, and if people are culpable, then they need to pay the price, for what they've done. And so, as soon as things settle, I hope that this government will start to investigate those incidents, but if that does not happen, we will do it as soon as we come into office.
Now, John Dramani Mahama's political journey has been one of resilience and determination. From his unexpected rise to the presidency in 2012 to his hard-fought campaigns in 2016 and 2020, Mahama's story is one of comebacks. In 2024, after two failed attempts, he triumphed in a landslide victory, securing both the presidency and a commanding two-thirds majority in parliament. Now, with the nation behind him, Mahama prepares to return to the helm in 2025, proving that sometimes the third time really is the charm. Starr News' Elliot William Eoku has more in this report.
I, John Dramani Mahama,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear
do in the name of the Almighty God swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
In an all-black outfit, John Dramani Mahama stood at the podium in Parliament, Bible in hand, ready to take the oath of office. Just hours earlier, his title had been Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. But following the demise of President John Evans Atta Mills earlier that day, he had no other choice than to take over the affairs of the country. A visibly shaken Mahama repeated the words spoken to him by Chief Justice Georgina Theodora Woods, the first female Chief Justice of Ghana, as he took the oath of office.
I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana,
That I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana,
and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
On the night of 23rd July 2012, John Mahama went to bed as Vice President. By the morning of 24th July, he still held that position. However, by the end of that day, he would be sworn in as President of the Republic. Then came December and the 2012 presidential election. Mr. Mahama won a new term with 50.7% of the vote.
It will ultimately be, I cannot say. I can only say that I have done my best, giving my all, and done so with the best of intentions for my God and my country.
This was John Mahama's first failed bid to retain the presidency.
In other stories this morning, security analyst Colonel Festus Wahinabwaji, retired, has urged the Electoral Commission to utilize modern technology in the dissemination of election results in order to prevent post-election violence. The appeal follows post-election violence largely associated with recollation of results. Speaking to Starr News, Colonel Abwaji stressed the importance of transparent and timely communication of election results to prevent misunderstandings and unrest.
Tomorrow, when we sit down to do the analysis as Codeo and Co. would do, they'll realize that it was a failure of the electoral proceeding that caused the mayhem, and are still causing mayhem. That the Tesano Police Academy, political parties have assembled from. Why should it happen? Because when we learn the lessons, we will suggest that let's find more modern ways, efficient ways of disseminating the results after the collation at ballot center. Multiple mechanisms. The hard copies are one form. People photographing that sheet, the original, with their cameras, i.e. the political party agents, emailing, faxing, sending them physical copies by whatever, let me suggest, by armored vehicles, not by taxi, and not by unmarked vehicle. I mean, how can an EC, in a country where we say we are the beacon of democracy, at the end of balloting, the EC official wants to now go and rent a taxi or an unmarked car and move electoral material? I mean, how? And then the EC says, I'm not responsible.
Meanwhile, out of the 123 suspects arrested in connection with post-election violence, 49 have been remanded in prison and police custody by the court. 16 individuals arraigned on Thursday were granted bail according to an update from the Director of Police Public Affairs, ACP Grace Ansakrufi. The update also provided information on the status of the remaining 74 suspects and the condition of the assaulted Ifutu NDC Vice Chairman. Now, Majority Leader Alexander Fenyomakin has vowed to ensure collation of outstanding seats in the eastern region go in favor of the NPP. He has accused the NDC of deliberately frustrating the process. With 4 outstanding seats up for grabs in the eastern region, the EC, following a security assessment, moved the exercise to the Tesano Police Training School here in Accra for a smooth recollation process, which nearly turned chaotic yesterday. Speaking to Starr News on the back of this, the Ifutu MP accused the NDC of frustrating the process and inciting their supporters to violence.
Our friends in the NDC are unduly frustrating the process, but that's part of it. The objections that they are raising here and there, I mean, it's within their rights. I cannot question them. All we require is that we should do so in a peaceful atmosphere. Initially, They tried to delay the process. They were supposed to be here at 8. They delayed in coming, but eventually they came. At least we are done with 2. The 2 all went in our favor. After Fantiakwa North and Akwetia. Now we are on Suhum and in Sawom Adwejiri. Tomorrow we'll do the remaining in other constituencies, and then Saturday we'll continue with other constituencies there where there are controversies. We are calling on our friends in the NDC to observe the process, to stop their vigilantes. They should stop the tax. They should stop all those people.
But Eastern Regional Chairman of the NDC, Dr. Mark Oliver Kevo, I beg your pardon, insists they will not accept the redeclaration of the Fantiakwa North results in favor of the NPP.
We don't accept the redeclaration of the Fantiakwa North results because the declaration has been done already by the returning officer. And he is the one clothed with the legitimacy to declare parliamentary results. So you cannot go and drag somebody and label him as deputy returning officer and give him results to announce. And before this action, this so-called raid declaration, the party had anticipated that they were going to commit this illegality. So we went to court and then secured an injunction against this so-called raid coalition and raid declaration. So I'm surprised that they will just ignore and defy the injunction and go ahead and commit this illegality. The consequences, we leave it to our lawyers, for our lawyers to deal with. So that is the case of the Fantiakwa North. For Akwetia.
Meanwhile, Isaac Mintalabi, the lawyer representing the NDC's parliamentary candidate for Fantiakwa North, Haruna Apau-Redu, has described the declaration as illegal, saying there is no law that backs a deputy returning officer from overturning declared parliamentary results. That's it for this morning's news. When you log on to starfm.com.gh, you'll find more news updates there. I am Nurain Abbas. Many thanks for accompanying. Next, we have Sports Chat with Joan Saji. Do stay tuned in.